And the reason I'm focusing on these particular tools is because these mind maps can get very, very large on the screen. So, you know, if I was to add in a few more sections, we're already running out of space on the screen, and you have to be clever about the way that you manage the visual content so that you don't end up in the same situation that you might have found yourself in a word processor, where maybe all your ideas are in a Word document and there's just too much text going on screen. Here's some ways that you can work around that feeling of getting overwhelmed by a very large mind map. Remember, you can zoom in and out with Control and the wheel mouse, or you can pinch the trackpad and zoom it in and out. And importantly, whatever section of the map you have highlighted, when we zoom back in, it's going to track that particular section of the map. So this is where it's a good point to introduce images. Now, I might jump into Google Chrome now, where I have got a lot of pictures of tea, and I'm going to choose a picture of a cup of tea. I'm going to right click and I am going to literally copy that image. This menu bar might look slightly different depending on the web browser you're using, but basically you want to copy the image to the clipboard. I'm going back into Mindview now. I'm going to right click on my T section and I am going to paste. So if I had a lot of complex information in my map, I at least know that if I'm zoomed all the way out, that even if it's difficult to see all the text on the screen, if I can see the picture of the cup of tea, that makes me remember that that's linked to the section I want to continue working on, I can then zoom in on that section of the map, either using the trackpad or the mouse and the Control key, and it will lock it to that section of the map. Also, we've got these little handles here, and what these allow you to do is shut down bits of the map that you're not actually working on. So for instance, if I was working on equipment and this whole section on ingredients was a bit overwhelming, I could click on this little minus button and it will just nest that section of the map under ingredients. Now we've got a plus button here which shows there are sections nested, and you can just click on that to bring them back out again. Another useful tool, which is in a different menu, is the Apply Branch Focus tool. And I think this one is really important. If I just wanted to focus on ingredients, I can go up to View, and this tool is the one we're going to look at, Apply Branch Focus. When you click on that, it just shows you that section of the map. And now this whole section is basically working like a mini mind map. I could go into sugar here, I could press enter, we're going to get another section on the same level as sugar. Here's my new idea. I could press enter to save it, click on insert to get more ideas in, and then enter to save it and enter again. I can keep on working on this section of the map independently, and then when I'm happy to view the rest of my map again, I can go back up to the top of the screen and click on Clear Branch Focus. So there's a number of tools that you can use to make sure that the map doesn't become overwhelmingly large. You really have to be constantly asking yourself the question, what am I doing at the moment? Am I working on a particular section? Am I restructuring the map? Do I need to view this map in a slightly different way? The more that you ask these questions when you're using the software, the less likely you are to be overwhelmed by the size of the map itself.